Hi guys, welcome. We are in a car, but we are on a parking lot, just near the street at Alexander. What I'm talking? We are at Potsdamerplatz, because here is the grass, here is the street, and here is some place for a park, to park a car. Okay. Today I'd like to tell you 10 things you will probably love in Germany. That's 10 things. I made some storm in my head, and I was thinking which 10 I should choose, because there are a lot of things you will probably love in Germany, but I had to choose 10. So, the first thing is about drinking alcohol and something like that, everything like that. In many countries you have to be over 21 to buy alcohol, to go to a place when you can drink alcohol, like clubs and pubs, or even think about alcohol. You have to be over 21 or have a brother or sister who will buy it in a store, but it's illegal. It's illegal to buy beer even in a store if you are under 21, or to talk with even someone who will buy for you that alcohol. So that's very important. In Germany, that's much easier to buy or drink a beer and wine. You have to be over 16, and to buy some and drink some stronger alcohol, you have to be over 18. So if you are over 16, and for example you live in US, you can't drink alcohol, go for a vacation to Germany, you will be completely drunken. 16 if you want to buy or drink beer or wine. 18 if you want to buy or drink some stronger, like vodka, gin, tequila, things like that. If you want to, that will be another point. Okay, so no 21, 16 for beer and wine, 18 for other alcohols. Second thing is beer. Beer. In Germany we have a lot of many styles of beer, many types of beer, many brands of beer. You can buy a beer from any part of Germany, or even from other European states, or even from abroad. So when you will go to a retail store, to a grocery store, like Real or in a Lidl and Netto, it is possible to buy the main beer from main brands. But if you will go to Real, you can buy beer from all parts of the countries in the world, whatever you want. But we have our brands, and with really good quality. For example, we have Weiss beers like Franziskaner, Pauliner, it's called Hefeweizen, a lot of Weiss beer. We also have many other beers like Berliner Kind, like Kirsch, like Reitberger, many types of beers. So you can choose what you want, and you will like it. And probably, I think you will like it. You can choose what style what you want. So we have a lot of beers. Number 3, clubs. We have one of the best clubs in the world. If you want to have a party, just go to Germany. In Germany we have a lot of good clubs. In most of them you have to be over 18 to go inside, so you need to be over 18. But there are few clubs in Germany that are not common. It's really hard to find them, but you can look on the website where you can go when you are over 16. And the rule is that to most clubs to go you have to be over 18, and you need to have your ID with you. It can be your passport, it can be your driver license, or even ID card from some countries. You need ID to prove your age, and that's all. If you want to go to a club which allow you to go when you are over 16, but you are not over 18, you are between 16 and 18, you need to follow 3 rules. First thing, You need to have authorization on a special form signed by your parents. You need to have your own ID, travel license, passport or ID card. And number 3, you need to go with a person which is over 18, like some child of guardian. That's the rule. The best clubs, I recommend 3 clubs. In Berlin I recommend you E4, in Hamburg H1, and in München Living 4. I show you E4 is the best club. Is the best club in Berlin. It's at Potsdamer Platz, exactly at Eichhornstrasse 4. And the link is in my description, so we can go to a website, make some reservation. Everything's possible. Number 4, public transport. Public transport. Here in Germany we have a really good public transport. You can go between the cities or even in a city using public transportation. Public form of transport is really easy, maybe not very cheap, but you can go almost everywhere in a city using public transport. We have subway called U-Bahn, we have subway trains called S-Bahn, we have trams, buses, so you can use it. Of course, you can also use Uber to go using Uber. Also, really nice idea. Just check it if you want. If you want, in many countries. In big cities there are public transport, but it doesn't work really well. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. You know how it is. In smaller cities it's very often that you don't have any public transport. Here in Germany, even if in a small city you have public transportation, so some trains, some buses is very, very common and really good quality, so it's easy to travel when you are a tourist. When you are a tourist, it's really, really easy. You can buy a day ticket which is valid all day, or a week ticket, and that's very, very simple. And many people say that it's expensive. I think that's not very expensive. It's in the medium. Okay. Number 5, highways. We are the only country in the world where there is no speed limit on the highways. If there is no sign with a written limit, for example 120, 130, there's a rule. There's no speed limit. No sign means no limit. Very simple. But if you will see a sign, remember that's not in miles, it's in kilometers. And it's a little hard because I'm more familiar with miles, feet, pounds, and when I see kilometers it's something like, what is a kilometer? Oh, what is kilogram? Oh, what is milliliter? Weird. Yeah, but that's that style. But if you want to go somewhere, it's really great that we don't have a speed limit on the highways, because if you want to, we are not a very big country, but not also a very small. We are just in a middle-sized country with a territory. And if you want to go, for example, from Hamburg to München, it's really, really fast, because there are no speed limit. For example, when I go by car somewhere, my average speed is 150 miles per hour, which is over 250 kilometers per hour. So 150 miles per hour is my standard speed. When I'm tired, it's 120 miles per hour. So you can see that's almost twice faster than the speed limit in the most interstate highways in the US. For example, in the US on the highways you have from 60 to 85 miles per hour, and it depends on the state. 60 up to 85. If you will go to the middle, it will be 75, 150. So it's twice faster. Here you can see that we drive really, really fast here. And but we drive really good. The next thing is, what about the cars? And that's really nice, because it doesn't matter which car of German for German company will buy, Mercedes, BMW, something like that, Volkswagen, Audi, or Porsche. It doesn't matter. All cars are prepared to drive really fast. Why? No, that's simple. If we have highways without any limits, we need a car who can drive really safely at that speed, and we also need a car who can brace, who are stable, who drive with which we can drive good at that speed. So that's very important to be safe with that at that high speed. That's very important. Number 7. Drinking in a public place. For example, we are sitting in a car. If you sit in a car, you can drink if you don't drive. Just a second. You can sit in a car if you don't drive and drink. If I will go outside on a bus, on a sidewalk, I will walk through the street, I can have a beer, drink that beer, and go through a city. It's completely legal, normal that you take a beer and go through a city. Nobody will say you anything. Come on, it's just a beer. But of course, we are a nation who loves beer. Number 8. Police. And we have really good police departments, and really friendly to the people. And if I will have to compare our police departments, for example, Crete, Contact Polizei, Abschnitt, translation, of course. Tripo in Germany is something like the FBI. Contact Polizei is a local police officers to contact people. And Abschnitt means that's a local police department in each area in a city. So each small part of the city has its own. Abschnitt means exactly an police area in a city. So it's really good, and there's 2 words who can describe our police. It's protect and serve. So protect people and serve to them people. So police here is to help people. So if I will sit here on a bench, I will sit on a grass, I will drink a beer, nobody will say anything. But if I will need help, they will be really friendly. So that's really great thing. The number 9, that's a multiculti. We are really multicultural society. We live with many nations in our country. Of course, there's different relation with each nation, but we are really friendly, and our country, Germany, is really friendly for foreigners, for international students, for Erasmus students. So if you want, come here, you will be really welcome. We will be really we are really proud that we can show you our country, our cities. Just enjoy it. And the last, number 10. I have notes made in classic form, old school, using classic pen. The last is alcohol limit, 0.8. It's very simple. You can drive a car if you are below 0.5 alcohol. But if you drive safely, and a police officer will see that you drive safely, it is allowed to drive if you are between 0.5 and 0.8. So if you are a good driver, you can drive if you are below 0.8 alcohol. So that's very simple. And it was 10 things you will probably love in Germany. I hope you will like the video, and see you soon. Bye bye.